Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. All decked out in my Kelly Green, and it is Thursday, February the 6th. 3 days until the Super Bowl. Eagles, Chiefs. We're going to talk more Eagles, of course. Of course. Why else am I here? Why was I born? The talking. First of all, happy birthdays. Go out to Bob Marley. Yeah, man. Bob Marley. I'm almost embarrassed to say, I really am. I don't know one single Bob Marley song. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I don't. I was just never like a fan. Although, everybody says Bob Marley, Bob Marley, great. I guess he was. He was a great guy, but I'm just not a Bob Marley, Bob Marley thing. Okay. Okay. But happy birthday to you. Happy heavenly birthday to Bob Marley. Now, another birthday today is that Rick Astley, not Astley. He's that English singer. He was popular in the 80s. Do you remember this guy? Yeah, he had a few hits like Never Gonna Give You Up, Never Gonna Let You Down, Never Gonna Run Around and Desert You, Never Gonna Let You Cry, Never Gonna Say Goodbye, Never Gonna Say I'm not here. Desert You. Da, 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 da. That guy. Forever, 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 together forever with you. But don't you know I will be heaven to be together forever with you. That guy. Anyway, happy birthday, Rick Astley. Whatever. As you can tell, it's sort of a slow day here on the show. But you know, we are going to talk Eagles, so let's do it. You know, uh, Nothing has changed my mind all week, ever since the Eagles won the NFC Championship. Nothing has changed my mind. I still think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to beat the Chiefs this Sunday. They're going to cut the head off of the snake and put the snake to rest. And Eagles are going to be the top dog in the football world. And like I said, I think if the Eagles win this game, a lot of people are saying close game, close game. It may be. But, I think if the Eagles are going to win this game, they're going to have to win it by more than one score because it's what the Chiefs do. The Chiefs win the close games. They have won 17 games. It's incredible. 17 games in a row where the score was within a touchdown or field goal. 17 games. So if you're going to beat the Chiefs, which not many teams do, you got to blow them out. You got to win by at least 10 points. You have to. So, you know, I don't know. There was this one score that keeps like, going through my brain, whatever brain is left. And it just keeps going 34-23, 34-23, 34-23. Sounds like the measurements or so, yeah. I don't know. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. Remember her? Linda Carter. Still a good looking lady, I'll tell you that. Um, but to me, I'll take a winner's win. Eagles win by 1 point, 3 points, whatever, as long as they win the freaking game, right? But I think once the Eagles get the ball rolling, gonna remember they're gonna keep their foot on the gas this time. Not like last time when they were ahead. They were ahead like 10 points by 10 points at halftime 2 years ago. They took their foot off the gas and Kansas City came back and beat them at the end. It's not gonna happen this time. I think the Eagles learned their lesson. They're gonna keep their foot on the gas. And I think if the Eagles get ahead, and that's the key, getting ahead, they're going to roll up the score. They're going to they learned their lesson not to take the Chiefs for granted, not to coast. That's why I'm thinking 34-23. I think it's going to be close for a while. maybe again 27-23 Eagles, and then the Eagles score a late touchdown to put them ahead by 11. I don't know. I just, whatever. I look for that score. You remember the score the Eagles win? Their only Super Bowl win. Can you believe that? All these years, they've only won one Super Bowl. You have a chance to really rectify it this week. But 41-33, Eagles beat New England. So I was going to play that score and say, well, maybe that's their lucky number. Because apparently some guy posted on social media yesterday, he went to get gas for his car. And the total came up on the pump there on the 41-33. And immediately he thought about the Eagles and said, that's a sign. That's a sign, which I believe in. I believe in these signs, like God or angels or somebody puts a sign in front of you that says, look, take notice, and it's up to us to be aware of these signs and take notice of the signs. So I thought, well, you know what? 41-33 sounds pretty interesting. I'll take that. I looked all through it. They've got like all hundreds and hundreds of scores you could take. No 41-33. Isn't that amazing? That was a really, really hard score, the original score to get. And so I can't find it. So if you find it, let me know. But I couldn't find it. At 41-38, I didn't want to play the Eagles losing score. But so, I just think the Eagles, once they get the ball rolling, knowing that they can't take their foot off the gas this time, are going to, like I said, Eagles score in the 30s. They have a good chance to win because Kansas City only scored in the 30s one time this year, and that was their last game against Buffalo when they just about made it into the 30s. So Kansas City doesn't have the weapons to go toe to toe with them and try to score. Kansas City, they just do it with the win. And give credit for that. They're not this offensive juggernaut that they used to be. So, and there was keys to the game and then turnovers at turnover. And so far, the Eagles have not turned the ball over the wall in the playoffs this year. That's a big key. So hopefully that trend can continue into the Super Bowl and take the ball away from the Chiefs. That's big because if you can make it into a shorter field for Jalen Hurts, Barkley and company, it's great. Early this week it's been mostly like interviews, press conferences, that sort of thing. I think now that we're getting toward the end of the week, Thursday, now it's going to be more to the game. The players are going to be hunkered down. They're going to be ready to go for Sunday. And so I think the interviews are going to peter off a little bit, and we're going to start getting serious about the game. I had a friend on social media say yesterday she and her husband are going to they were invited to a party or a family member. I don't know if you feel this way too, but to their house to watch the game. And see, she can't do that. She needs to hunker down and watch the game with as few people around her as possible. And I feel the same way. When I get into the game, I really get into the game and the nuts and bolts of the game. And I just, really, I'm there by myself or with Holly or with the dogs or something. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on in this game there? What the hell, Jake Elliott? He misses another extra point. That sort of thing. So, but I really want to like, not that I'm this like geeky uh football guy who knows like all the yards for it. But I really, really like to watch the game. So I'm not the snacker guy. Like, you know what a lot of people are gonna have now. They're very casual about the Super Bowl. It's a chance to have snacks out, put out the cold cuts and the pizza and the hoagies and the steak sandwiches, the cheesesteaks, and entertain, right? Some people care less about football. Super Bowl Sunday is a reason to party, which is good. I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but for fans who are really into football, especially Philadelphia Eagle football, like I know you are out there, you don't want a snack. Okay, maybe you got a little popcorn on the side, you munch on that, okay? Maybe you have, I don't know, Doritos or something. You munch on that. But for the most part, you're there to watch the freaking game. You're there like this, and you're looking at the screen, and you're really getting into it. So, you don't want to entertain, you don't want to party. You're there to watch the game. So, you got the two crowds there. You got your really diehard football fans, and you've got your entertainers. So everybody have fun. That's what Super Bowl Sunday is all about. I told you what's going to happen in a couple of years. I don't know if it's going to happen next year because I think the players unions aren't crazy about adding another game to the schedule. But eventually the NFL wants to make it an 18-game schedule and so that it's even. 9 home games, 9 away games. And then that pushes the Super Bowl back a week so that Super Bowl Sunday will fall the day before President's Day or Monday. So you actually would have a holiday for a lot of people on Monday. So you could party, Super Bowl party, and then you don't have to worry about going to work the next day. I think that's a great idea. I think it's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to. So, I do know people, including my brother and his wife, have gone down to the Super Bowl. Very lucky. I hope they have a great trip down, safe trip, and have a fun time. But be careful today because it's very icy. I don't know. I think it is hitting all over the East Coast. It was in the Midwest, and it's here now visiting us. And it's been a morning full of ice and sleet and freezing rain and a lot of traffic accidents out there. So if you are going down to the game to New Orleans, be safe and have fun. Now we're getting into this pattern where we're having a storm every couple of days. And this is what happens in winter when you start to get these storms coming every 3 days or so. You'll get storms. And we're having this ice blow away. Have a windy day on Friday, and then Saturday, especially Saturday night, another storm coming through. More ice. Sunday, okay. Monday, okay. Tuesday, snow. And this time they're saying because the cold front's going to be toward the south, more cold air is going to build in from the north. I feel like a meteorological guy, Sam Champion, some damn thing. And it's going to come down, and the air's going to be cold enough that we're going to get snow. How much we don't know because they never say. They're very tricky, sneaky. Never say actually how much we're going to get because God forbid if they're wrong. Yet they can criticize the groundhog. Don't get me on that again. About the groundhog. Remember last week? Oh, I was really pissed off about that. Why are they picking on the groundhog? They're like, I have a meteorological degree. Hoity toity. Oh, wow. The groundhog doesn't have a degree. Well, no kidding. Duh. the groundhog didn't have a chance to go to freaking school to get a degree in meteorologic, whatever, right? I mean, Jesus, if you're that pathetic that you have to battle a sticking rodent, a rat, it's not a rat, but you know what I'm talking about, a rat, then you're pathetic. Go and stand in front of your board and stuff and gloat and brag. I have a meteorological degree. A groundhog does it. Jesus, God. Anyway, so just be careful because we're getting into this pattern now where every couple of days, every 3 days, we have a storm. So, yeah, I can't wait till spring. You know, I mean, there are certain things I'm looking forward to. Of course, the Super Bowl in a couple of days, Valentine's Day next week. President's Day, I really don't care. Um, that's about it. But I want spring. I want spring there because once the Eagles win the Super Bowl, once they have the parade next week, and we continue to celebrate the Eagles championship, I'm ready. I'm ready to turn the page to the Phillies. I'm ready to start bringing out my red gear, my red, white, and blue gear, and start wearing Phillies stuff. I got my tickets for the summer. I'm set to go, you know? We just need to turn the page on the calendar. Here we go, right? But you know, it's not that far away. Think about it. I think it's what, the first weekend in March, we start to turn the clocks. We lose an hour of sleep, but we ain't gaining an hour at night. And that's the sign that spring is around the corner. All of a sudden, you're going to start seeing the birds coming back. You're going to see the, well, maybe not till May, but you'll see the butterflies and the hummingbirds come back. And the flowers will be coming up, the dogwood trees. And where I live, outside of Philadelphia, we have tons and tons of dogwoods. Beautiful, beautiful. And we have a dogwood out front, which I affectionately named Woody. How original is that, huh? And it's a white dogwood. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So, you know, there's good times on the horizon. We just got to get through this crap out there today, you know? So, back to the Eagles. Well, you know what? I'll have more, of course, Friday and Saturday. We're going to talk Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. And I'll have even more thoughts on birds and big games. But like I said, I'm thinking Eagles 34, Chiefs, Chefs, or whatever you call it, 23. And Eagles need to get ahead and stay ahead. That way they can dictate the game to the Chiefs. If the Eagles get ahead, we're going to force the Chiefs to throw the ball. Jalen Carter and his mates can tee off, try to keep Mahomes contained into the pocket. Once he's in the pocket, he crushes the thing there. And you sack them and you hit them and you make sure that Patrick freaking Mahomes don't touch me. Patrick freaking Mahomes knows you're there. Did you hear about this while I'm on the subject? A lot of people are thinking the NFL is rigged. And because the Chiefs seem to always get the good calls, which is kind of true when you think about it. I don't believe in conspiracy stuff. That's crazy stuff. I don't believe it. I don't think the NFL is rigged. I think how can you rig the way a ball bounces? You know? I mean, there might be certain times during the game when the referee calls a penalty when you don't think he should call a penalty, right? So that could have a hand in the game. But unless a referee's getting paid off, we've seen that happen before in basketball, especially. I don't think the games are rigged, but I will say Kansas City, especially when they're home, seems to get the majority of the calls. It just seems so happy that way. So this game will be on a neutral field in New Orleans. And so they're not going to have home field advantage. And these referees, they better be on the up and up because there's billions of people watching this game. And if it looks like something's on funny there, then people are going to be able to go to spot it the other way. Hey, I got one statistic that I want to leave you with that nobody's bringing up. Nobody. You got all these other guys, well, the Eagles is trending, since 1842, blah, 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 blah. The one thing people are missing, the game is indoors in the Superdome. And so you're not going to have to worry about the wind, you're not going to have the weather, and it's good. But people are forgetting what are players playing on. They're not playing on natural grass. They're playing on artificial turf. How do the Eagles stack up on artificial turf? Well, guess what, my friends? Uncle Greggy did a little research. And the Eagles played 5 games this season on artificial turf. Guess what their record was? It all be 5-0. 5-0. The Eagles did not lose a game when they played on artificial turf. So there you go. I mean, how much more do you need, right? You got Saquon Barkley, you got Jim, you got A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith. You've got Jalen Clark, defensive side. You got Zach Brown. You got all the Eagles, revenge. You got everything. Everything. God is on the Eagles. What more do you need? God is on the Eagles' side. You go with the Eagles. I'm on the Eagles' side, okay? In case you couldn't tell. Look at this. Anyway, so, that's just one more statistic that you should put in your body. Remember that old saying, put a feather in your bonnet. You don't know. It's like when I was growing up in 1822, they had all these different sayings and adages and stuff. I don't know what the hell you call them. But anyway, the fact that the Eagles were undefeated on artificial turf this year has to be good news. Now that, in itself isn't saying that they're going to beat the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, but it's better than losing 5-0, right? On artificial turf. So I just have a good feeling. What, before I leave you, you can always leave comments for me. Comments, I do. I know the other day, I looked at how the people, zero. It's sort of fun, It was the day that I told you I guest starred on another podcast, believe it or not, and Compassion Vista Diet. It's a great, great podcast, and it's hosted by a great, great guy. And that will be available just to listen to or watch in a few weeks. And I'll let you know when it is. We had a great discussion, 90 minutes. We talked about it. We talked Eagles stuff. We talked Eagles because I was on the show. And guess what? Damn it, I was proud. I was proud that I'm still. I had I've worn on the show before. My cream colored sweatshirt that boldly has Eagles on the front in Kelly. I didn't care. And I knew this podcast was going all around the world. This guy has 87,000 subscribers, which is a hell of a lot more than I have. I had 73 the last time I know. 73. Can't believe. But thank you, all those 73 people who Low, very low. You know when an episode drops, and they're right there to check it out. Although the other day was zero. But you know what? I'm here to spread a little happiness too. That's what I do. So, and I don't mean to stop. I don't know. I'm losing it. But it's fun to do podcasts. And I was very, very proud of the fact that I wore an Eagle sweatshirt to this podcast. So you'll see for yourself in a couple of weeks and how I defended the Eagles. The podcast host was very, very nice. I just kind of had the feeling these little leading toward the Kansas City side. So I had to stick up for my Eagles. I would do the same thing. If I was ever lucky through, by writing, I have a new book hopefully coming out in the future here, my short story collection, my memoir. If I ever get to meet or ever get a chance to be on Good Morning America, and let's say I'm up there with Michael Strahan, and he used to play for the New York Giants, and he's a big guy. We're talking, this guy is like 6'5", 6'7", I don't know, but he's a big guy. And you know me, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. And if I'm up there being interviewed, and some people may whip out and say, "Mr. Strahan, I always loved you. Enjoy it. You're my favorite player." No, no, I promise you, I won't whip out like that. I will say very proudly, like Australian, I respect you, but I always hated you. And I hated you as a player, and I'm an Eagle fan. And I'm an Eagle fan through and through. I bleed green. If you cut me right now, I bleed green. And I'm gonna die in this. Philadelphia sports, especially the thirds. There we go, right? So I don't care. He could say to me, he's got that gap between his teeth there. He could say to me, I'll crush you with the grade. And I'll say back to him, like Australia, I tried it. Try crushing you. And I will twist you into a Philadelphia pretzel. And I will take you like Jalen Carter is going to take Patrick Mahomes on Sunday. And I'm going to pull a bar of the head and twist your head over. I like that. There you go, that. And I will do it too. And if he gives me any rough, like a straight head, if he gives me any shit, you know what I'll do? I'll run over his foot with my wheels. That's right. I'll break a few toes for him. How's that? All right. I guess I gotta go. You probably had enough of me. So I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, we'll play more play. We'll play. This is play. We'll talk more Eagles. Maybe I'll get my little Wentz wagon out again and have fun with him, huh? My stuffed eagle. And we'll be one day closer to the big game. Isn't it funny how some channels and some shows can't use the word Super Bowl because it's trademarked? Super Bowl, I could say it. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. And some other people have to say the big game, the big game. We know what they're talking about. It's so stupid. Let them say Super Bowl. What the hell, what the hell? So we'll be back tomorrow to talk about the big game. And I hope everybody has a safe day today. If you venture outside, be safe and take care. And peace and love. Wear your Kelly Green and play some Rick Astley too. That's Astley, Astley. not ASS. No, 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 not ASS. Yep. Okay, see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye.